Alright, YouTubers, what's going on? Today we're going to look at a new knife. It's something new that just came out on the market. This is the Benchmade 45 Valet. This is just brand new out in the market. There's very few available right now. I was only able to find them in stock on eBay at one dealer. All the major dealers are sold out of their first run or haven't even gotten any in yet. There's a lot of pre-orders out there for them. So this is really going to be a first look video. One of the first looks on YouTube as far as I know. The 45 Valet is a blue class Benchmade. It is a gray G10 scales, which are really nice. I really dig them. It's got a deep carry pocket clip for left or right hand carry. So this is a truly ambidextrous knife because it has the access lock. The steel is M390. And you can say this is a first production run, 714 of 1,000. So very cool little knife. When I say little, it is pretty small. Let's run through the specs real quick. It is a 2.96 inch blade, so just shy of 3 inches. It is 0.1 inches thick on the blade, and I'm assuming they're measuring that right here, not up here on the side, but right here on the blade. It is 0.45 inches thick on the handle, so it's a very slim, thin knife. You have a weight of 2.18 ounces, which is super lightweight. They accomplished that because it does have full stainless steel liners, unlike like the Griptilian and such, which is just kind of a hollow-handled, Nortel GTX or whatever they call it handle. This has got a solid G10 with stainless steel liners, and the liners are milled out. Trying to catch that on the camera. Oh, there you go. You can see it right there. So all the liners are milled out, which is really nice. So that makes it super lightweight. So it is a small, very lightweight knife. Your overall length is 6.7 inches with a closed length of 7.3, really? 3.73, so just about 3 3/4 inches shut, or closed. So it is small. Compared to a similar Benchmade, the Mini Griptilian. The Mini Griptilian has about the same size blade, same thickness. The handle is a little bit thicker on the Mini Grip. The weight's a little bit more, and it is a slightly longer closed, 3.87 inches. I don't think you'll notice much of a difference between the two, honestly. Price-wise, big difference. The Mini Grips typically sell for $90 on Amazon. Sometimes you can find them cheaper. The street price on the Valet is $170. Now, big upgrades you're getting there are the G10 scales. You're getting M390 steel, which is a big upgrade over a 154 CM. What I see a lot of guys do, and I've done this myself with the Mini Grip that I had, is you order custom scales because the FRN or GTX scales or whatever leave a lot to be desired. Once you're ordering custom scales, you're over this price already, and the Valet already comes with M390 steel, so you'd have to get a Ritter grip and Mini M390 plus get custom scales. So you're looking well over the price of this knife, so it is a pretty good value when you consider the steel that it uses as well as the G10 scales. Let's see, this is just an initial impressions video. Just received this knife today. It's a little smaller than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be about the same size as my small Sabenzas. And as you can see here with a comparison shot, pivot to pivot, it's just slightly smaller than the small Sabenza. It's still good in hand. If you have medium-sized hands like me, you're gonna get a 4-finger grip on it. Barely though, barely get a 4-finger grip. You have this little choil here in the front that kind of catches your finger there, so that's nice. It is a very comfortable knife. It's got good ergonomics. The deep carry clip does kind of create a small hot spot, nothing like too big, and you're not going to really be using this knife too terribly hard anyway, because it's just the style. It's more made to be like a regular EDC knife or a gentleman's carry knife. So that's the one thing on it. It did come slightly off center, which is a con, and the sharpness out of the box. Let's see if I got a paper here. Wasn't the best. You can see there, it didn't really even cut that very well. And it's actually pretty poor, now that I think about it. Oh, there we go. Got to cut the paper there. So, I mean, it's really something to be desired, which, I've had that issue with Benchmade before, where some of their knives come screaming sharp, and some come where they need a touch-up. So, that is what it is. Your Valet, if you buy one, may come sharper than mine. That's just, you know, they sharpen at the factory. So the pros on the knife there is very small, lightweight, ambidextrous, you know, fully ambidextrous with the left and right hand clip and the access lock. So if you lefties out there, this is definitely a very lefty-friendly knife. Incredibly good steel. M390 is fantastic steel, and it's a very good-looking knife. Very, very sleek and just, I would even call it sexy. It's a very sexy-looking knife. Kind of reminds me in design of an Emerson A100 almost. Very kind of similar, where you got kind of a straight line, kind of tapers down. This is actually a better looking knife than I think than the Emerson, but very kind of similar shape, you know, slim handled. Cons, like I mentioned them already, the out-of-box sharpness, the centering was a little off, and it may be a titch too small. I'm still on the fence because I can still get a 4-finger grip. Man, I tell you, I've just been so spoiled by the small Sebenzas that I just, size-wise, this is perfect for me, and it just melts in my hand. I mean, it's such great ergonomics. The ergonomics on the Benchmade are good, and I think it might be that clip. I might try to run it minus the clip. And let's grab my Torx driver here, and maybe we'll take that off. See, and I'm usually a huge component of deep carry clips. Huge component of tip up carry. This one may be creating just a small amount of discomfort. Oh yeah, that's way better without the clip. So if you can carry it without the clip, you know, I carry mine in those little that little pouch I've shown before, typically in my pocket nowadays, even with my Sebenzas with a clip on it. That's much better without the clip. So that clip does create a small hot spot on the knife. Not bad. If you want to clip it to your pocket, you'll get used to it. If you want to carry it, you know, like this without the clip, you know, in a little pocket pouch, or just slip it in your pocket, it's even better. I really like it a lot better, actually. That's probably how I'm going to be running this knife without a clip. It's lightweight enough, you can do that. And like I said, you can throw it in my little caddy, my Hinks by Hinks caddy. They'll fit in there nicely. I've already used or put it in there. But I do like it a lot better without the clip. So probably just due to the handle design, how slim it is, and then the deep carry. If they ran a non-deep carry clip, it may have a Benchmade split arrow clip, but I wouldn't really like the way it looks. I do like the looks better of the deep carry clip, but it just sits up a little bit and it creates just a bit of a hot spot. Not bad. So I do like they went deep carry, but I'm probably going to run this without the clip. I really like that, actually. That feels really nice in hand. So that kind of was a negative for me, but I think I might have just fixed that. So, you know, you decide for yourself if you want to run the clip or not. I think it runs well without it, and that's just kind of a personal preference. So the Benchmade 45 Valet, guys, street price $170. Pretty much you can get that price at any dealer. You know, Benchmade has their MAP pricing, so you probably won't find it cheaper unless you're on the secondary market. But I think it's a good price for the knife. I mean, with M390 steel and G10 scales, and I'm thinking off the top of my head what knives have M390. The Benchmade Mini Barrage does, around the same price, but it's an assisted knife. I like this is a manual knife. ZT wise, you're stepping up and over the $200 range for M390. Same with Spyderco, top of my head. Could be missing one. If you guys think of one that's a better value at this price range, let me know. Dude, it's a great little gentleman's folder, little pocket, you know, EDC knife, very small, but it has plenty of blade. Still gonna do everything you need it to, no problem. Good edge retention on the M390. Out-of-the-box sharpness could be better, but that'll vary from knife to knife. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be my quick overview of the Benchmade 485 Valet. Any questions or comments, leave them down below, and we'll see you on the next video.